we're going to do the further sums. As we know that in the whole exercise of 6.3, we are dealing by proving the two triangles similar by three of the criteria AA, SAS, SSS. So by proving the two triangles similar by any of the three criteria, and then the required condition we are proving it. Let's go to the next sum as a continuation, the eighth sum. The eighth sum is very important. E is a point on the side AD produced of a parallelogram ABCD. B intersects CD at F. Show that triangle ABE similar to triangle CFB. So before as we read, if the diagram is there in front of our eyes, then the visualization becomes very easy. So from this diagram we understand that we have to draw a parallelogram ABCD. So let's draw a parallelogram ABCD. Parallelogram ABCD. Okay. So we have drawn a parallelogram ABCD. So I name A, B, C, D. So in this parallelogram, E is a point on the side AD produced. The word produced means AD extended. So we have to extend AD and then you have to take a point E on that side AD. Okay, so let's produce the point and let's take a point E. So E is a point on the side AD produced of a parallelogram ABCD. BE intersects CD at F. So BE is intersecting CD. So here we have to join BE. So when you join BE, so you find that after joining BE is intersecting CD at the point F. So I hope the diagram now it is clear. Let's try to again analyze it. So E is a point. Where is the point? It is on the side AD produced. So when you extend AD, you get a point E. Now we have to join BE because they are saying BE, and now this BE intersects side CD at the point F. You have to show that triangle ABE, the bigger triangle, is similar to CFB. So AEB, so let's just make it in a dotted line so we understand. So this area, that is, sorry, not area, this triangle, we have to prove it is similar to CFB, this triangle. So this bigger triangle in this. So as we know the three criterion, as I said, AA, SSS or SAS. So we have to see which criteria we have to use. So when you try to analyze a given, here you will find that ABCD is a parallelogram. This fact is given. So when you understand a parallelogram, so we know that in a parallelogram opposite sides are equal, opposite angles are equal, and about the diagonal. So I think here we don't require any diagonal. So when you talk about the side, so we know that AB and DC is equal, AD and BC is equal, and about the angle also, angle A and angle B are equal, angle B and angle D are equal. So let's analyze which property of this given can be used. Now we are supposed to prove, let's write, we are supposed to prove that triangle ABE is similar to triangle CFB. So when we see ABE and CFB, can I use any property of parallelogram? So here we see that here we have written angle A equal to C and angle B equal to D. This is all given. So when we take in triangle ABE, so angle A exists. And we have to prove triangle CFB angle C. So one fact we can take very easily that angle A and angle C are equal as opposite angles of the parallelogram. So in triangle ABE and in triangle CFB, angle A and angle C are equal, opposite angles of the parallelogram we can take. So we have got one condition, A condition we have got one more, right? So either I can use AA or SAS, correct? Now to see the second condition, again we have to analyze, nothing is given only from this. Okay, what is the definition of a parallelogram? A quadrilateral is said to be parallelogram if the opposite sides are parallel. We all know parallelogram, parallel. So when I take AB parallel to DC, when we take AB parallel to DC, and if we take B as a transversal, just see, if I take AB and student CD as a transversal, if I take BE, so we get angles, okay, we get alternate angles, that is angle here, angle ABE. Similarly here, I can also take here angle CFB if I take here, if I take AB, so I get this angle equal to this angle. Okay, that is angle ABE, angle ABE, angle ABE congruent to angle that is equal to angle CFP, BFC. So here we can find that if I take AB parallel to CD and if I take B as a transversal, we get alternate angles, that is angle ABE and angle here CFP. These two angles are equal. If vice versa, if I take AD parallel to BC, for example, if I take AD parallel to BC, do I get again? Just see, if I take AD parallel to BC and if I take B as a transversal, here if I join, again we can get under alternate angles, that is angle AEB and angle CBF. So any one property we can use and take one more angle. Okay, so I hope if I take AB parallel to CD and B as a transversal, then we get angle B and angle F are equal. If I take AD parallel to BC, I get angle E and angle B is equal. So both are alternate angles and by the definition. So I think one angle already we know that angle A and angle C are equal. So 1A and again one more A we have. Then we can say the two triangles are similar by AE test of similarity. So to write the proof, we can just write that AB parallel to CD. So any one of the property can take AB parallel to CD and BE as transversal. This is D, students, and BE as transversal. So if you take BE as transversal, then you get the alternate angles, that is angle ABE is equals to CFP, and you can write alternate angles. So we got the condition, and so now easily we can prove by considering the triangle. So now we can say consider triangle ABE and triangle CFP. So if you consider this triangle, we can say angle ABE is equals to CFP, that is from 2. You can write the statement number, and also you can write angle A is equals to angle C given because it's a part of parallelogram, and therefore we can say triangle ABE is similar to triangle CFP by AE test of similarity. So this question is for 2 marks or 3 marks. The diagram is very compulsory. After drawing the diagram, we can visualize very carefully and solve the sum. So here you found that here from the word parallelogram we are analyzed. So if I want to solve the sum, you should know the properties and how does it look. So indirectly from the parallelogram, you know it's parallelogram. So we had used the properties and the definition to prove this theorem. To prove this sum. So I hope you must have understood this question 8. Let's go to the next question. Question 9 is very easy. It's similarly like proving. Let's solve question number 10. Question number 10, the diagram is not given. So you have to predict the diagram and solve. So let's solve this. Question number 10. It's given that CD and GH are respectively the bisectors of angle ACB and angle EGF, such that D and H lie on the sides AB and FE of triangle ABC and triangle EFG. So from this we understand actually there are two triangles, and what is the relation of these two triangles? Both the triangles are similar. So before we start, let's visualize the diagram. So once we do the diagram very clearly, so it will be more easy. So here it is given that there are two triangles and both the triangles are similar. That is A, B, C and F, E, G. So when you write the correspondence and draw the right, so you have to be very careful which letter is corresponding to which. So A is correspond to F, B is correspond to E, C is correspond to G. Now let's again read. C, D and GH are the bisectors of angle ACB and EGF. So CD is a bisector. So from here we draw bisector. What do you mean by the word bisector? Bisector means divide the angle into measure of equal measures. So here we find that angle ACD and angle BCD are equal. Similarly, we can say GH is also the bisector. GH is the bisector for angle EGF. That means this angle and this angle is equal. That is FGH and EGH are equal. So this is given. Now what are we supposed to prove? That here CD upon GH equals to AC upon FG. So if I want to prove that the two corresponding sides are proportion, so obviously we have to take two triangles, and from this we can say very easily the triangles what we are supposed to take is this triangle and this triangle. As we have CD which is associated with the triangle ACD. We also have AC. The numerator represents the same triangle. So here see CD, AC. So here we require CD and AC which exist in this triangle ACD. Similarly, the denominator GH and FG. So we have to consider triangle ACD and this FGH we have to consider and prove that similar. So if I prove this triangle similar, I can say the corresponding sides are proportion. Let's go to the second one. What you have to prove? Triangle DCB similar to triangle FGE. So they are given direct question that we have to prove these two triangles similar. And the last one, it is given that triangle DCA similar to triangle G. That is what we have to. So actually this question should come first and then the second and third. Then the order would have been more appropriate. So let's try to prove that first this triangle similar, that is the same. So this is the CPCT of. If you prove this, then if you take the corresponding sides, automatically you will get this CD is first two letters upon first two letters, that is GH. Similarly, AC is the second and third letter, and here also second and third letter. So let's do the proof. Now, if I want to prove that the two triangles are similar, DCA and HGF, we require at least two criterion to prove that, right? Either AA, that is what two criterion said, AA, right? Or SSS or SAS. Now here it is given that triangle ABC. So let's write what is given. It is given that triangle ABC is similar to triangle FEG. This is given. And we all know that if triangle is similar, then we know the property that all the three sides are proportion. That is AB upon AFE equals to BC upon EG equals to AC upon FG. That is all the corresponding sides are proportion. That is CSST. And we also know the fact that angle A is equals to angle F, angle B equals to angle E, and angle C equals to angle G. So this fact is already known with us. We know this fact. Now when I consider this triangle, first let us prove triangle DCA and triangle FGH. So here we know that angle A is related with angle F. Angle A is equals to angle F. We know that angle A is equal to angle F. So we know A. Correct? But about the sides we cannot use because we have AC and FG. Now this angle A is included by the sides, that is AD and FH, and AC and FG. So AC and FG we have, but we have to prove that AD is AC upon FG is equals to AD upon FH. So which is not possible to prove. So what is the other way? Can I prove one more angle? Yes, it is given that angle C and angle G are equal. So here we can say angle C means angle ACB is equals to FGE. This is given. Angle ACB equals to angle FGE. So if both the angles are equal, so half of that angle also will be equal. I hope you all agree. So if suppose both the measure is 70 degree, so half of that will be 35, so that will be also equal. So here we can say therefore half of angle ACB is equals to half of angle FGE. If you say half the angle means there are two parts. Here also this. So here we can say this implies the sixth statement. We can say angle ACD will be equals to FGH. We can also say that angle DCB is also equals to HGE. Indirectly we can say both the angles are equal to each other because the whole angle, if they are equal, so half of that, so suppose I said this is 70 and 70, so half of is 35. So each angle, all the four angles will be equal to each other. Now to be very specific for this triangle, so I have written angle ACD equals to angle FGH. Angle DCB equals to angle HGE. So now I think we can prove very easily that triangle DCA is similar to triangle HGF. So to prove that, again we will consider the triangle. Here we can take triangle here. So let's consider triangle. Consider triangle DCA. We will take the namings correspondence as it is so that we don't do any mistake. HGF. So here we can say first, that is angle ACD is equals to FGH. This is from 6. And then we can say that angle A is equals to angle F. As we know that if the corresponding sides, if the two triangles are similar, corresponding angles are equal. So here you can give the reason from 3. And therefore, triangle DCA similar to triangle HGF by AA test of similarity. When two triangles are similar, then can we take the corresponding sides? Yes. So corresponding sides, when you have to take, we have to see the letter what you want. We want CD upon GH, right? So here we have, when we take, we have CD upon HG or GH equals to the second and third letter is AC, second and third letter upon GF. I think this is what we have to prove. Yes. So we have proved this. We have put the third part. Similarly, to prove the 11th, that is the next part, DCB, again you will take the same step. Consider triangle DCB, and we consider triangle HGE. So after considering triangle, again we will say the same argument, the DCB is equals to HGE. When you see the comparing, when you do, here you can find that angle DCB and HGE is equal. That is, you can say from 6, and you can say which angle is equal, that is angle B. So angle B is equals to angle E, you can say that is from 3. Therefore, we can declare that for triangle DCB is similar to triangle HGE by AA test of similarity. Most of the sums in exercise 6.3 we have dealt by using AA test of similarity, and it's quite easy. Here we are using the angle bisector concept, that if the whole angle is equal, then half of the angle is also equal, and you prove. So again you prove that this triangle is similar by AA test of similarity. I hope this sum is understood. Let's go to the next sum. Next sum is based on, that is question number 12. Question number 12, it says that side AB, BC and AD of triangle ABC. So the three sides of this triangle ABC are proportional. The word proportion itself says that the ratios are equal, ratio. And so side AB, so when we compare, it is always the first letter with the first letter. So AB is proportional to PQ, BC is proportional to QR, and median AD is proportional to PM. They are asking us to show the triangle ABC similar to triangle PQR. So here we understand that from the given, if I want to just put it mathematically, I can say that in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, they are talking about proportionality of both the sides. That is, AB upon PQ is given as BC upon QR equals to AD upon PM. This is given proportionality. And what are we supposed to prove? We are supposed to prove that triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. If you have a median, what do you mean by the word median? The segment that is joining from the vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side, So it is actually bisecting BC, and so that BD and DC are equal. PM is a median, means QM and MR are equal. So we know this fact. Now to prove this to triangle similar, again, first we have to think, can I use something of given, and we say directly. So here we find that AB upon PQ, it is given AB upon PQ. Yes, we have. So we know that AB upon PQ. So when we compare here, we can say AB upon PQ equals to, here it is given BC upon QR, BC upon QR. So AB upon PQ equals to BC upon QR. So here we find that already it is given that in these two triangles, if you want to prove similar, the two sides of the triangle are proportion. It is given that AB upon PQ equal to BC upon QR. So our only job is that two sides are proportion. If we prove that angle B and angle Q are equal, if we prove that angle B and angle Q are equal, we can say both the triangles are similar by SAS. So to prove that both the triangles are similar, here our aim is that we just have to prove that angle B and angle Q are equal. Now to prove this angle B and angle Q, it is also a part of triangle ABD and PQM. So can I prove that these two triangles are similar? So if I prove that these two triangles are similar, I can see angle AB and angle Q are equal. So to prove this again, do we have the given thing? Yes, can we just see that AB upon PQ? AB upon PQ is also equal to AD upon PM. AB upon PQ. So this side and this AB and PQ are proportion. It is also proportion to AD upon PM. Now AB upon PM. So we already got that two sides of this triangle are similar. Can we prove the third side also, because since we have SS, can we prove that? We cannot prove by SAS since we have to prove that this angle A, right? Here we have to then prove that angle A equal to angle P, which is not possible. So can I prove that the third side is also proportion? We know that BD, what is the relation of BD and DC? BD and DC are equal. What is the relation of QM and MR? They are equal. So while writing here, we can just write the proof. Here AB upon PQ equals to BC upon QR equals to AD upon PM, which is given. Now this given, we can also say BC can also be written as BC is nothing but twice of BD. So can I write twice of BD? QR can also be written as twice of QM equals to AD upon PM. So from this we understand, we got a beautiful relation that all the three sides of these two triangles are similar. So here by writing, we can just write third part, that is third one. Therefore in triangle ABD and triangle PQM. So now if I consider, I can say that AB upon PQ is equals to BD upon QM. One sec. BD upon QM equals to AD upon PM. So all the three sides are proportion. So from this we understand, therefore triangle ABD is similar to triangle PQM, and here we prove by S. All the three sides are proportion. Therefore we can say angle B equals to angle Q, that is CAST. CAST means corresponding angles of similar triangles. Once we prove that angle B and angle Q are equal, now we can take, that is, now we can consider triangle ABC because we have proved. Now consider triangle ABC, and triangle PQR. We consider both the triangle ABC and triangle PQR. Here we can say that AB upon PQ equals to PQ upon, sorry, here we have to write BC. So AB upon PQ equals to BC upon QR. BC upon QR. This is given. We can also say that angle B and angle Q are equal. Just now we proved, that is from 5. So can we say that therefore triangle ABC similar to triangle PQR by SAS similarity. So I hope you have understood this sum clearly. Thank you, students.